Dangal greetings, I'm Noel Mercadal and I'm the leader of this group. And yung pinili po namin sa pitong suggested system is yung pang number 5 po, which is yung employee payroll system. So let's start.
For lines 1 to 16 is the import section. Import requires swing components. For example, JFrame, JPanel, JLabel, JTextField, JButton for GUI building. And also imports event handling classes. For example, Action Listener to handle user interaction. Class declaration, public class midterm extend JFrame. Extend JFrame making midterm a GUI window. Private static final, long serial version UID is equals to 1L. This is used to serialization, which allows objects of this class to be saved and stored later. Private panel content pane. This is the main panel or container where all UI elements will be placed. Next. Private JText field text username. This is the text field for entering the username. Private J password field. PSF LD pass. Password field for entering a password that hides characters. Private J text field. TXT hourly rate. Text field for entering a hourly rate like for payroll calculations. Private J text field. TXT hours worked. Text field for entering hours worked, likely used for hourly rate to calculate salary. Main method. Public static void main. This is the entry point of the Java application. Event queue that invoke later. This schedules a task to be executed on the event dispatch thread or EDT, which is responsible for handling GUI updates on Swing. Running GUI related tasks on the EDT prevents the currency issues and ensures smooth UI behavior. Inside the run method, a midterm object is created. Midterm frame is equals to new midterm. This suggests that the midterm is a class that extends JFrame or another Swing component, meaning it's likely the main window of the application. Frame that set visible true makes the window visible to the user. For the exception handling, if an exception occurs while creating or displaying the frame, e.print stack trace will print the error details in the console.
Dangal greetings, my name is Jan Alex Silampay from ITV. So ako nga po pala magpe-present sa line 37 to line 70 ng code namin. So bago tayo mag-umpisa, ano nga pala ang kailangan nating i-discuss dito sa line of codes ko? So meron nga pala tayong tatlong topic na i-discuss. Frame properties, JPanel, and ang input natin which is ang JLabel. So i-explain ko nga po pala sa inyo isa-isa kung ano ang role nito sa code namin. So dito muna tayo sa set title. So sa set title natin, dito po maglalabas ang Windows title natin, which is ang title po namin is Employee Payroll Slip Generator. So ang pangalawa naman po is set close operation, JFrame exit on close. So dito nga po pala magko-close ang operation natin pag kinlose po natin. Kasi po pag hindi po siya naka-exit on close, pag kinlose po natin yung JFrame natin, ano po, magko-close po siya totally, pero nag-run pa rin po siya sa Java Eclipse natin. So, dito nga tayo sa pangatlo is set resizable false. So, dinisable po namin yung Windows resizing sa JFrame namin. Kasi po pag na-capture po yan, pwede niya pong i-resize yung namin, yung JFrame po namin, which is kailangan namin i-avoid yon sa code namin. So, dito po tayo sa set bounds. Meron nga po pala tayong x, y, and width at height natin. So, dito naman po tayo sa sa JPanel. So, meron po tayong content pane new JPanel. And dito naman po is content pane, set background, new color, and 255, 255, 255. So, ibig sabihin po ng tatlong numbers na yan is meron po tayong RGBA na color, which is naka-modified po. So, dito po tayo sa set content pane. So, ito nga po pala yung magiging canvas natin. So, dito po natin nilalagay yung mga GUI, katulad po ng new J label, tapos new radio button, ganon. Basta marami pa po yun. So, dito po tayo sa content pane set layout. So, pwede natin i-adjust to pag naka-null tayo. Pwede natin i-adjust yung X, Y, width, and length. So, dito na po tayo sa JPanel natin. So, meron tayong JPanel user info, new JPanel. Tapos, ganun rin po, meron tayong set background colors to 255, 255, 255. Set bounds. So, dito nga pala nakalagay yung yung X, Y, width, and height. So, dito po tayo sa susunod, which is set visible. So, pag naka-false po to, magiging hidden po si panel pag nirun po yung code natin. And dito rin po, dito po ulit tayo sa set layout. Alam nyo na po to, hindi ko na kailangan i-explain kasi na-explain ko na po kanina. So, content pane add, tapos PNL user info. So, bali dito natin masasamon yung nagawa nating JPanel. Kailangan po natin ng content pane add. Tapos, integer. So, dito naman po tayo sa JLabel. Ito na po yung panglas natin na itatopic. So, JLabel name, ito po yung yung integers, tapos ito new JLabel. Tapos, meron tayong parang naka-sys out, close and open parenthesis, and my name. So, makikita nyo po dyan sa JFrame kung ano po yung ibig kong sabihin. And new font. So, LVL name, set font, and new font, new hash, Grosstech Display Pro. So, ito nga pala is, yung font po natin. And font, plain. So, magiging plain po yung font natin. And, yung 30 naman po dito is, ito po yung text size natin na ginamit sa JPanel. Set bound, so, ayun nga pala, nandito rin po pala X, Y, height, and width natin. So, pag in-adjust po natin itong apat na to, mag-iiba-iba po yung positioning, depende po sa babaguhin natin. And, lastly is, ayun po, integers, tapos add, tapos integers din. So, dito natin isasamon yung, yung ginawa nating JLabel. Tapos, dito naman tayo sa, hourly rate input components. So, JLabel, hourly rate user, ito po yung integer natin, new JLabel. Tapos, yung parang sys out is hourly rate. Tapos, ayun, ganun rin po ulit sa pangalawa. Set font ulit, new font, tapos, new hash, Grosstech Display Pro. So, ito nga pala is yung yung style po ng text natin. Font pane, tapos 13, ito po yung yung size text, and ph user info, add LBL hourly rate user. So, dito na po magtatapos ang explanation ko regarding po sa sa presentation ko, and ayun lang po, goodbye.
Okay, good day everyone. My name is Leon J.C. Nayas and I am here to explain the continuation of the text hourly rate input. Okay, for the line 72, text hourly rate equals new JText field. Ito yung nagde-declare and ini-initialize niya yung new text field na tinatawag yung name na text hourly rate, which will be used to input the employee's hourly rate. Next is the text hourly rate that set bounds 142, 144, 126, and 20. Ito yung nagsiset ng position and sizes nila. Yung 142 is the x-axis, which is yung distance na left and right. Then yung 144 is y-axis, na ang distance is top and bottom. Then, yung 126 naman is yung width. And yung 20 is the height. And yung panel user info that add text hourly rate is ito yung ina-add yung text hourly rate sa panel para maging visible siya sa GUI. Next is hours work input label. JLabel, label hours work sleep equals new JLabel hours work. Nag-create ng JLabel with the text of hours work to indicate where users should input their work hours. Then yung label hours work sleep that set font is ito lang yung ini-style lang yung font na ginamit kay label hours work sleep. Then yung label hours work sleep that set bounds, as I said earlier, ito yung nagsiset lang ng position and sizes nila. Tapos panel user info that add label hours work sleep is ina-add lang si label hours work sleep sa panel to appears in the interface. Next is yung hours work input field. Text hours work equals new JText field. Dinedeclare nito and ini-initialize another text field to call text hours work where employees enter their hours work. Next is yung text hours work set bounds. Pinu-position and sizes lang to, similarly to the previous input fields. Next is yung panel user info that add text hours work. Ayun nga, ina-add lang si text hours work to panel user info. Next is employee name input field. As you can see, meron tayo dyan JText field. Nag-create kami ng another text field, which is yung text name for entering the employee's name. Then, text name that set bounds is pinuposition and the sizes lang yan ng text name para ma-position siya appropriately. Then, yung panel user info that add, yun nga, in-add lang si text name kay panel. Next is employment type radio buttons. Nag-create dyan ng radio button with the label full-time. Si radio button is ina-allow niya si user to select one only option between multiple choices. Then, yung radio button full-time that set font is nag-set lang ng font sa full-time sinet lang yung font kay full-time radio button. Then, yung radio button full-time that set background, sinet lang yung background into white color. Then, yung radio button full-time that set fonts is pinuposition and niresize lang. Ito yung, like what I said kanina, ito yung nagpo-position and nag-sizes nung radio button full-time. Then, in-add si radio button full-time to the panel, kay panel user. Next is the part-time radio button. Ito yung, nag-create ulit ng bagong radio button label part-time. Next is, sinet yung font niya, which is to Graphic Display Pro. Then, radio button part-time that set background, sinet lang yung background niya into white. Then, yung set bounds niya, sinet lang into 23 to 44, 90, and 23, which is yung position and sizes niya. And, in-add si radio button part-time to the panel.
So, tanghali greetings everyone. So, my name is Joshua Dinong. So, for today, I would be talking about the line 103 to 138 of our Java program code. So, as we started, makakita agad tayo dito ng button group na may pangalan na employee type. And sa loob ng button group na to is naglalaman siya ng dalawang radio button. And yung radio button na yun is radio button part-time and full-time. And the next one is checkbox naman, no? So, itong checkbox na to is, ang pangalan na naman is checkbox tax. And sa loob ng parameter niya is mababasa natin dito ang with tax deduction. Then, meron din siyang font na Grotesque Display Pro. And yung background niya rin is naka 255, 255, and 255. And may bounds din tayo na nilagay dito na 109, 218, 148, and 23. And in-add natin siya sa isang panel using the panel user info that add checkbox tax. No, so another checkbox again. So checkbox with insurance deduction naman ito. And sa loob ng parameter niya is naglalaman ng with insurance deduction. And yung font niya is naka-grotesque display pro din. And ang background color niya is 255, 255, and 255. And nakaset din. So nagset din tayo ng bounds dito. No, nakalagay dito 109, 246, 176, and 23. And in-add din natin siya sa panel using the panel user info that add checkbox with insurance deduction. No, yun. So another J label naman next is pangalan niya is label title. And sa loob ng parameter mababasa natin is section E enterprises. Then yung sinet natin yung opaque niya to true, and horizontal alignment naka-center, and may foreground na color white, and another font na dialogue na naka-bold. And also yung background color niya is nakaset din as 078-137, and yung bounds niya rin is nakaset din from 00 to 90 and 64. And in-add din natin siya also sa panel using the panel user info that add label title. Ayan. So may babasa tayong comment dito na following codes will be for login interface panel. Initial panel shown when application starts. So meaning itong panel na nandito na i-explain ko later on is yun yung panel or yun yung makikita ng user once nirun nila yung program. So itong panel na to is ang name niya is panel login interface equals new panel, and may bounds din, and sinet din natin yung bounds niya into 006009 344, and may background color din siya na 255, 255, and 255. And also in-add natin siya sa isang content pane, no, using the content pane that add panel login interface, no. And sinet din natin yung layout niya into null, no, for absolute layout. So yun lang. Thank you.
Udangan greetings everyone, I'm Vincent Timelty Mandap, and I'm here to explain the line 139 to 171 of our code. So as for the line 140 to 147, we first declared the JLabel LBL login title below is equals to new JLabel enterprises. So first, we set the label, or we set the foreground of this label into a new color 255, 255, 255, which turned the text color into white. So the next is we set the font into a new font, Neue Grotesque Display Pro, font that italic, with a size of 18, and it's for a clean typography and emphasis. So the next is we set the opaque into true in order for the background to appear. And after that, we set the background into a new color 26, 101, 158, turning it into a darkish blue for the contrast. So the next is we set the horizontal alignment of this label into the center. And next is we set the bounds of this label into 0, 65, 609, 27 to position the label of this of the label onto the panel. So lastly is we added the LBL title below / enterprises onto the panel PNL login interface. And that's all for the LBL login title below. So as for the line 150 to 157, we declared a new variable, a new JLabel called LBL login title 2 is equals to new JLabel section E. So first, we set the foreground into a new color 255, 255, 255, which turned the text color into white. The next is we set the opaque to true in order for the background to appear. And after that, we set the background new color to 0, 78, 137, turning it into a lightish blue color for the contrast. And next is we set the font into a new font, Neue Grotesque Display Pro, font that bold with a size of 29 for the emphasis. So the next is we set the horizontal alignment into center. And next is we set the bounds into 0, 0, 609, 65 to position this label into the panel. And lastly is we added the LBL login title 2 or section E to the panel PNL login interface. So that's all for the LBL login title 2. So as for the line 159 to 164, we declared a new label called LBL login title is equals to new J label payroll slip. So first we set the foreground of this label into a new color 145484, turning it into a dark blue. The next is we set the horizontal alignment of this label into center. And the next is we set the font of this label into a new font, Dialog Fontat Bold 20, emphasizing this label. The next is we set the bounds of this label with 160, 94, 289, 48 to position this label into the panel. And lastly, we added the LBL login title payroll slip into the panel PNL login interface. So that's all for the LBL login title. So as for the line 166 to 171, we declared a new J label with a variable name LBL generator is equal to new J label generator. So we set the foreground of this label into a new color 145484, turning the text color into dark blue. The next is we set the horizontal alignment of this label into center in order for it to align to the payroll slip label. The next is we set the font into a new font with Dialog Fontat Bold 20, emphasizing this label. The next is we set the bounds into 222, 128, 165, 29 to position this label into the panel. And lastly is we added the LBL generator into the panel PNL login interface.
Dangal greetings everyone, I am Patrick Ruiz Malana and I am here to present the line 172 to 206 of our code. This segment of code establishes the core elements of a login interface. We begin by creating a username label. Next is a text field which is called text username. It is initialized with the default value of admin for demonstration purposes, allowing users to input their usernames. Similar steps are then taken for the password component. A password label is created again with a consistent font and positioning, followed by a JPassword field named PSFLD pass. This field is also pre-populated with admin for testing and configured to display asterisk to mask the password characters for security. Moving on, the logout button, we created a J button labeled logout and attach an action listener to it. When this button is clicked, a confirmation dialog appears, prompting the user with "Are you sure you want to log out?" If the user selects yes, the code executes a series of actions to return to the login screen. Specifically, the login panel PNL login interface is made visible, while the user information panel is hidden. Finally, the frame size is adjusted to match the login interface dimensions, ensuring a seamless transition back to login state.
Mga greetings everyone, I'm Arjun Amnapa from 190B, and today I'm going to explain our group project which is Employee Payroll System, and ang explain ko lang pong lines is 207 to line 238. So let's start. So as you can see, ito po yung code namin, and ang sisimulan muna natin is itong line 207. So as you can see, meron po tayong else na statement dito. So mangyayari po daw itong else na statement na to kapag pinindot ng user yung no or cancel. So di ba meron tayo ditong button logout na button. Then tatanungin ng program kung gusto mag-logout ng user. Kapag pinindot niya po daw yung no, magre-return daw po siya. dito naman sa line 212, sinet lang po natin yung font ng button logout to dialog. And syempre, naka-bold siya. And ito yung size 12. And dito naman, sa foreground, linalagyan lang po natin ng kulay yung mismong text ng ating button. Sa line 240 naman, yung background color naman, yung pinalitan natin ng kulay. And dito naman, sa line 215, sinet bounce lang po natin yung button. So, ang set bounce, ginagamit po natin siya para i-position kung saan magdi-display yung button. Sa line 216, linagay po natin sa panel yung button. Dito naman sa line 218, nag-declare po tayo dito ng variable. Variable. JButton na variable. And ang pangalan ng variable na to is button calculate. And yung parameter nito is calculate. Ito po yung magdi-display na text sa button. Sa line 290 naman, sinet lang po natin yung font to Neo Has Grotesque Display Pro. And naka-bold po siya. And ito yung size 13. And dito naman sa line 220, meron po tayo ditong action listener. So yung action listener, ginagamit po natin siya para magkaroon ng magic yung button. Magkaroon po ng logic. Ayun. So, as you can see, meron po tayo ditong action perform. Kapag pinindot daw ng user yung button, mag-execute to. Itong try catch na to. Nasaan na yun? Yan, try catch na yan. So, sa loob ng try, meron tayo ditong string employment type. And yung value nito is part-time. Tapos yung tax display na variable naman, isinet natin yung value niya to 0%. And syempre naka-string yan. And dito sa line 224, sabi po daw sa comment, checks if all required fields are filled. So, itong if statement na po ito, mag-execute lang po to kapag ang user is walang linagay na input sa hourly rate, sa pangalan, and hours worked, and syempre sa ating mga radio button. Kapag wala po daw sinelect dun sa radio button, walang pangalan na linagay, and walang hourly rate na linagay, may lilitaw na J option pane na nakalagay is please make sure to provide every information, and then error message. So, dito naman tayo sa line 230. And price input values po daw to. So, ang ginagawa lang po ng variable na to, itong rate, is ginaget lang po yung input ng user doon sa hourly rate na input field. And doon din sa hours work na text field. So, pinagsama lang po ito. Tapos linagay sa sa rate na variable. So, dito naman sa line 233, validate positive values po daw. So, ang ginagawa po ng if statement na to is kapag hindi po daw positive yung input na linagay ng user sa hourly rate and hours worked, mag-execute po daw to. Itong J option pin na to. And nakalagay is, please enter only positive value for hourly rate and hours worked. And then, error message. Then, magre-return siya. So, thanks for watching po. And I hope nagustuhan niyo po yung explanation ko.
Dangal greetings po, my name po is James Dominic Huit and I'm here to explain the line 239 to line 269 of our code. So let's start po with initializing and declaring our variables, which is double tax equals to 0, net is equals to rate times hours worked, which will be inputted by our users po. So last po is insurance equals to 500, which is the amount value po or amount value na kung sakali lang po chika na ating user yung insurance deduction. So let's move on with line 143. Kapag po chinika ng ating user yung tax deduction, then dito na po magsisimula yung calculation po ng ating tax value. So, if po yung net value po na in-input po ng user is greater than 800,000 po, then dito po siya sa unang ipapasok. So, yung tax value po natin is ma-update po siya sa by net times 0.25. And mag-set po tayo ng string value tax display is equals to 25%. So, else if naman po yung net value po is greater than 400,000 lang po, then yung tax value po natin is mag-equals lang po siya sa net times 0.20. Then nag-set po tayo ng tax display equals to 20%. Then else if naman po yung net value po natin is greater than 250,000 lang po, then yung value po ng ating tax is mag-update po siya by net times 0.15 lang po. And nag-set po ulit tayo ng tax display is equals to string value 15%. So pag natapos na po yung calculations po ng tax, then mag-update na po yung ating net value by net minus tax value. Then let's move on po sa line 259. If po yung chinikan ng ating user is insurance deduction po, then yung net value po is ma-minus po siya sa 500, which is the fixed value po ng ating insurance. So else naman po kapag hindi po chinikan ng ating user, then wala po mangyayaring deduction. So last po is line 265. Kapag po yung net value po natin is less than 0 po siya, then may mag-show po na show message dialog na nagsasabing error and net salary is below 0. Then magre-return po siya, meaning hindi na po magka-calculate and mag-show po yung ating lag.
Greetings everyone, I am Billy John Biakson and I'm going to explain the lines 270 to 310 of our code. So, for lines 270 to 273, dito, isa-set lang natin si employment type as full-time if kinlik ni user yung ready button na full-time. So, if hindi naman, so since kung mapapansin natin sa line 223, nag-declare kami ng string employment type as initially part-time. So, if hindi naman kinlik ni user yung full-time or kinlik niya yung part-time, ay ang magiging employment type value ay part-time. So, baka magtaka kayo bakit hindi na namin nilagay na else statement. So, hindi na namin nilagay na else statement kasi dun pa lang sa lines 225 to 225 to 228, naglagay na kami ng error checking. So, kapag hindi kompleto yung info na nilagay ng user, so kunwari, hindi naglagay ng employment type, so ang lalabas ay yung G option pane na show message na please make sure to provide every information. So, yan. Next is lines 275 to 279. So, dito, i-generate na natin yung ating payroll slip para sa ating employee. So, nakalagay na dito yung name, yung employment type, yung earnings, which are the hourly rate, and also the hours worked, and also the deduction, which are the tax, the insurance. So, naglagay na rin kami dito ng total net tax ng ating employee. Then, next is yung catch statement. So, dito sa catch statement, na nilagay namin ng number format exception. So, dito, if hindi valid number yung nilagay ni user for hourly rate or hours work, so, ang maglalagay kami or magpa-pop up yung J option pane show message dialog na please enter valid numbers for hourly rate and hours work. So, yun lang yun. Then, next is lines 285 to 289. And dito naman, isa-style lang natin yung calculate na button. So, isa-set natin yung font color niya as white, yung background niya as blue, and also set bounds kung saan yung location, saan ilalagay si button calculate, and also yung kanyang width and height or yung kanyang size. And also, sa line 289, i-add natin si button calculate sa panel user info. Then next is 291 to 310. So dito sa block of code na to ay nag-declare lang kami ng button, J button para sa toggle functionality of show and hide password. So yan. Initially may nakalagay siya na show button. So dito sinet natin for font color ni button show as white, and also nagset kami ng background color, and also set font kung anong font, and also naglagay din kami na add action listener para may function yung ating button. So dito sa loob ng add action listener, nag-declare kami ng boolean variable named na password visible as initially false. So ito yung magtatrack ng ating password if visible ba yung ating password or not. So, sa loob ng public void action performed, tandaan natin na ang initial value ni password visible ay false. So, dito sa if-else statement, if ang kabaliktaran ni password visible, which is ang kabaliktaran niya ay true, ayan, pupunta siya dun sa loob ng if statement and ipapakita yung password in plain text. So, yeah, ipapakita yung kung ano ba yung in-input ni user sa password field. So, PSFLD or pass, yun yung ating variable name, .set, echo car, and car 0. So, yun yung magpapakita ng password na in-enter ni user sa password field. And then, babalik rin lang natin yung nakalagay doon na text doon sa button show. So, gagawin lang nating hide. So, using the btn show.setText hide. Now, if hindi naman totoo or if hindi naman true yung if statement, so syempre mapupunta siya sa else statement. Dito sa else statement, i-hide lang natin yung password ni user. So, or i-hide lang natin yung in-enter na password ni user using the asterisk. And ang ginamit namin dito is yung set echo car. So yan, PSFLD or pass field, pass.set echo car, then single quotation, and then asterisk. So yan. And after that, btn show.setText. So, gagawin lang natin show yung text doon sa btn show. So, yan, baliktad lang. Parang alternate lang, ganun. And then, next is password visible. So, pabaliktarin lang natin yung kanyang value or yung kanyang value. Then, password visible is equals to kabaliktaran lang nung current value ni password field. So, kung mari, false na yon, then, after nitong line of code na to ay ma-execute, magiging true na. So, yun lang. And yun lang. Thank you po.
So, hi, I'm Noel Mercadal, and I'm gonna continue where Mr. Billy Hoxon left off. So, for the lines 313, meron tayong btn show, .set bounds. So, ginagawa lang nito is siniset lang na yung position ng btn show sa ating panel, sa loob ng ating panel. So, for the x-axis, we have 212. For the y-axis, we have 298. And for the width, we have 80 and 23 for the height. So after setting the bounds or the position of the btn show variable, meron tayong i-add natin yung btn show sa ating panel. So panel.pnl login interface.add tapos btn show. So after that, na-add na natin yung btn show sa ating panel. Meron naman tayong login button with an action listener. So jbutton, button login equals new jbutton. Tapos meron siyang string sa loob which is nakapangalan na agad na login. So after that, we have button login that set foreground. Yun yung color niya. So new color. Tapos yung value ng color is 255, 255, and then 255 which is puti lang to. And then after that, we are setting the background of the button login. So new color 078 and then 137. So I think nasa blue to. Yeah, definitely nasa blue to. And then after setting the foreground and the background of our button login, so iset naman natin yung font which is new font. Tapos new has grotesque display Pro. So custom font to na download mo na sa system. And then yun yung ginamit natin para sa ating fonts since maganda siya tingnan and mas malinis. So after that, we set the font style. So naka-bold siya for more clarity, and then 13 yung kanyang font size. So after setting that, we have a button.login add action listener, new action listener. So mag-add tayo ng action listener para sa ating button para kung may mangyari if mapindot man siya. So public void action performed action event E. Tapos sa loob nun is yung ating logic if mapindot man yung button. So natin if statement. So if text username dot get text is empty. So ang ginagawa dito is yung text username, txt username, yun yung text field ng username. Ginaget natin yung text niya. And then if empty siya, kasi may is empty eh. So if empty siya, wala siyang string, wala siyang value, null siya. And then or psf ld pass dot get text is empty. So if yun yung psf ld pass, yun yung password field natin para sa password. Das get text if kukuha natin yung value nun. Again, parang katulad lang din sa may text username. And then is empty. Mangyayari tong J option show message dialog. So if empty man yung dalawang itong dalawang to, mangyayari yung J option. Magkakaroon tayo ng dialog. So show message dialog, txt username, tapos may string na please enter username, password, empty fields. So meaning lang nito, maglalabas lang to if yung empty or walang nilagay si user sa dalawang field na yon. Tapos J option pane error message, and then may return siya. So after that, after checking if the fields are empty, i-check naman natin kung correct ba yung nilagay ni user. So if txt username dot get text dot equals ignore case, para walang pake kung maliit man or malaki yung case, so lower case or uppercase, admin. So dito check lang if admin yung nilagay ni user. So if admin yung nilagay ni user, and sa password field naman dot get text equals to ignore case admin. So paras lang din doon sa may txt username field, paras lang sila. Check lang ito if yung nilagay ba ni user is equals to admin. And may equal ignore case kasi kung maliit man or malaki, pwede siya. So if tama yung nilagay ni user, magkakaroon tayo ng show message dialog na maglalabas ng login successful. So, login successful and information, J-option information message. Tapos, mag-set yung PN login interface as visible as false. So, yung nakapatong na yung PN login interface natin na ginagamit ngayon is mag-set visible siya as false. And then, yung pangalawang panel natin, which is nandun yung ilalagay yung hours work, yung mga ganon. Yung panel na yun yung panel user info, that's set visible. So, magkapalitan lang yung dalawa. Itong panel login interface, mawawala, and then yung PN user info, lalabas. And then, i-set nyo yung size sa 290 and 383 after login. So, siguro liliit yun. Mag-resize. So, if else naman, if yung credentials ni user na sinulat or tinype is mali, hindi siya equal sa admin, magkakaroon ng J-option pane, show message dialog, text username, incorrect credentials. So, kasi, ibig sabihin lang nun na hindi admin yung niligay ni user. Kunwari, 1, 2, 3. Tapos yung required pala is yung admin na password din yung admin na username. Pero 1, 2, 3 lang niligay ni user. So, lalabas tong else statement. And then lalabas yung J-option showed message dialog na incorrect. So, after that, mag-set ng yung TXT username, mag-set text as empty. So, empty string lang yan. And then yung PSFLD pass, mag-set lang din ng empty string. So, after that, tapos na yung action performed natin. Meron tayong BTN login. So, iset lang natin yung bounds ni BTN login sa 316, 298, 80, and then 23. And then, i-add natin yung login interface. I-add natin yung button login sa ating login interface panel. So, after that, yun din, tapos na yung code. And let's go to the testing and debugging. So, since tapos na tayong mag-explain ng code, i-testing and i-debug naman natin siya. So, let's start. So, run lang natin. And then, let's wait. So, yun, lumabas na agad yung ating user login panel. So, makikita agad natin sa text field is may nakalagay na agad na admin, and then sa sa password field is may nakalagay na agad. So, ginawa namin yan is for testing purposes lang. So, mayroon na agad info for testing purposes. So, if i-click natin yung show button, mag-show yung password. And if i-hide natin, mag-hide yung password. And then, if we're gonna click the login button, and then yun, lumabas na yung login successful na J-option panel. And then, okay lang natin. And then yun, lumabas na yung user info na panel. So, dito sa panel na to, dito natin ilalagay yung mga info na kailangan para sa payslip. So, yung name, hourly rate, logins work, kung full-time or part-time man ba siya, or with tax deduction, or with insurance deduction man. So, for example, ilalagay natin pangalan ko. So, Noel Mercadal. And then for example lang din, yung hourly rate ko sa trabaho is, kunwari, 200 hourly rate. And then yung hours work ko is 76 hours. And then full-time ako with tax deduction and then with insurance deduction. So if pipinutin ko yung calculate, dapat may lalabas dyan na payslip. So let's see. Ayun, may lumabas na payslip. So, payslip generated. Tapos yun din yung name ko, Noel Mercadal. Employment type, full-time. And then yun din yung earnings, hourly rate, 200, which is yung nilagay ko. Hours work, 76. And then, nandito na din yung deduction. So, kung may deduction man, tax, 0. Insurance, 500. And yung net salary ko is 14,700. So, bakit nga ba yung tax is yung 0%? Kasi may threshold yan. So, okay lang natin to and baguhin natin. kunwari yung sinisweldo ko is 1K per hour. For example, ang laki na, 1K per hour. And then, yung hours work ko is 100. So, if full-time ako with tax deduction, with insurance deduction, calculate natin. So, yun, wala pa rin. And then, taas natin na konti. Gawin natin 120 para makita yung tax. Calculate. Okay, wala pa din. Taasan lang natin yan. Gawin natin itong 1, 2. Ayun. Yun, lumabas na yung tax na 25% kasi nga malaki yung kinikita ko. So, nasa base yan sa kita. So, if yung kinikita mo, yung net salary mo, is may lumagpas na threshold, so, pataas ng pataas yung tax niyan. So, okay lang natin. Tingnan naman natin kung ano mangyayari if wala tayong nilagay. Ating walang maglagay. And then, pinatan nyo yung calculate. So, yun. May lalabas na error message kasi nga, walang nakalagay dito sa mga information. Kailangan may information dan para gumana yung pagka-calculate. So, and then, okay. So, gumana na yung testing. Try natin i-log out. And then, yes. So, dito naman, bumalik tayo. Nung nag-log out tayo, bumalik tayo sa login panel. So, try natin mag-login nang walang nilalagay. So, yun. Please enter a username and password. So, kaya siya nagkaroon ng error kasi nga, wala tayong nilagay. For example, maglalagay tayo, 123. Username, tas password 123. Mag-error kaya to? Ayun, nag-error pa rin. Kasi hindi admin yung nilagay natin for both username and password. So, yun. Tayo natin admin. Kagana ulit. Admin. Tayo maliit na admin naman. And then, login. So, login successful kahit na nasa lowercase yung admin username and admin password. So, let's click OK. And then, yun. Ayun na lahat yung employee payroll system namin with both error handling. Thank you.